Well, happy Monday, beautiful souls. Today is July 14th. The 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is the number of change. These next 2 weeks of July is going to bring us lots and lots of changes, lots and lots of ups and downs. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the synchronicities. Just don't do much. This is definitely a time as Mercury is about to go retrograde to sit back, relax, and observe. Really think twice before you respond to anyone or anything. Really master your calm. We're in the middle of the summer, or we're approaching the middle of the summer, right? We're approaching the Lion's Gate. We're about to go through a very highly transformative time, and your guides are asking you to keep calm, right? There's a opportunity that's going to come up for you, but you won't see it coming if you're moving too fast. That being said, it's Monday. It's the day of the road opener. It's the beginning of the work week. I trust and believe that you set your intentions at the start of the day for your week and your day. I trust and believe you've been reciting your affirmations, standing in your I am, and doing all the things you need to do for you to assist you along your spiritual journey. You're going to have to get real comfortable over the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, standing in your energy, because they're going to throw everything at you to get you off your square, to get you off your pedestal. A lot of you know that the gift you're about to receive is the gift of your hard work, reaping the benefits of everything you've been putting in over the past 18 to 24 months. A lot of you know you're coming in, especially during the fall, into a season where you're going to experience wish fulfillment on every single level. The other side knows that too, and they're going to try their best to get you out of your square, off of your game, so that you get reset back to zero and don't get to enjoy the blessings that are coming for you. Spirit has been telling us this for the past 2 months, that the only person that can stop you now is you. That being said, we're going to get into the message for the collective. We won't have time to do any readings on the live, right? We are still working on getting the live up on Patreon, right? So we could do readings for subscribers there. But we are going to pull a general collective for the energies of today, even though we got a mouthful with that download, right? And see what Spirit has to say. If you miss any of the messages, they are posted on YouTube. So make sure you follow me there. The link is in the bio. Make sure you follow me on Patreon. And if you need your own reading, well, you know where to go. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective on... Oh, okay, we're just going to take all of that. Well, yeah, I'm going to take all of that because these cards are huge. And I'm going to leave them like this and not take it any further. Any other messages the collective needs to know on this Monday? What else does the collective need to know on this Monday? Anything else? And then lastly, these two want to stay together. Fine, stay together. Fine, stay together is a message, a direct message for somebody in the collective. Somebody whose relationship was under spiritual attack, and it feels like whoever was making you a target has gotten fed up, and they are going to stop. They're going to stop because they realize that nothing that they've done has actually worked to separate you and your person, to make you and your person stop loving one another, right? And all the work that they're done is starting to come back on them. So somebody's throwing up the white flag when it comes to those spiritual attacks. Congratulations. Holy Spirit, what other message does the collective need to hear on this day? Ooh. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Right. After we pull the message, we're going to pull an affirmation for today, right? So make sure you get ready for that and see what you guys are chit-chatting about in the comments. The time now is 1:25 Eastern Standard Time. We're going on for about the next 25-30 minutes or so, right? Let me know where you're from and how you're doing. That being said, honor your word, boundaries. I like this, right? With honor your word and boundaries. Going back to what came out with the initial download, stand in a conversation that I had with somebody right before going live, right? Make sure you stand in your authenticity unapologetically. If you are a wolf, you are a wolf. If you're a vampire, you are a vampire. If you want to pick a side, right? Like we on Twilight. Make sure whatever you say that you are, you stand on business unapologetically. Because again, there's going to be forces and principalities that come against you to try to get you off your square, try to get you out of your purpose. Don't let them. As long as you hold firm to those boundaries, and anytime somebody attempts to cross it, you clock them, you put them in check, you will be just fine. The attacks will come, and you will have folks throwing up the white flag like that's their country of origin. Honor your word. Be impeccable with your word. Do what you say you're going to do, right? And say what you're going to do unapologetically, right? This is how you build trust, not just with other individuals, but with the universe, right? You say you want to be a millionaire. We had this question going on in one of the videos, right? Because you want to help the community. So when that money starts coming in, make sure you help the community, right? Just don't say it because it sounds good and warm and fluffy and warms and touches everybody's heart. No, if you say you're going to do it, do it. Do what you say that you're going to do, and your angel guides and ancestors are going to do what they said they're going to do. You are protected. You are fiercely defended. Right now, all you got to do is whatever you've been doing with this occupation card, right? Keep your head down. Keep walking that line that you've been walking. Keep moving how you've been moving. Everything else is being taken care of with this mature man, which when it flung out, right, and going back to that 5, which is the energy of the day, it's giving emperor, empress energy, right? When we look at the emperor, when we look at the empress, right, they rule over empires. Kings and queens rule over kingdoms. Kingdoms are part of empires, right? Those who sit on the top typically are unbothered because everybody else beneath them are the ones that are putting in that hard work, right? They just make those executive decisions. The time of you putting in hard work is over. You've done that, right? You've done what you need to do in the physical. Now it's time for you to stand in faith, right? The war, you may not even realize it yet. But the war has already been won. Whatever you've been facing has already been settled. Whatever you've been going through has already been decided. And you, my baby, are the victor. Start moving as such. The things that you have been worrying about, I like how they did this with this 811, right? Pointing to the Lion's Gate. A lot of you, when the Lion's Gate rolls around, that's when you're going to see that blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing rolls in. That's when you're going to fully, some of you are starting to understand, but by then, that's when you're fully going to understand why certain situations happened the way that they did. Even though it hurt in the moment, they were truly a blessing in disguise. And is this the Fool card? Of course it's the Fool card, right? Standing on your boundaries, living life unapologetically, knowing that you are about to step into, for those of you who've done the work. Let's not get it twisted, right? If you just surrendered to spirit last night, this may not apply to you. But if you've been hanging in there this entire time, especially over the past 18, 24 months, things are getting ready to drastically change for you, right? This is giving full energy. This is giving alchemist energy, right? You've turned your pain into power. You've turned your misery into a testimony, right? And not only will it cause you to thrive financially, right, but thrive in every area of your life. This heads up that your guides want to give you is that you're coming into a season of fertility, right, where you're going to get to reap the benefits of the harvest you planted, and it is a bountiful, abundant, right? You're going to receive lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things, right? A lot of you might even find yourself happier than you've been in a long, long time. Aquarius placements. I don't know why you guys got shouted out, but you did, right? Those of you who are Hecate devotees, right? You're front of the line to receive those blessings. Special shout out to you for whatever reason, right? We don't question these things. We just deliver the messages as they come through. Going back to this occupation card, right? And concern, let the concern go, right? We spoke about this on Saturday. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's going to happen for you. It is going to happen within the next couple of weeks or so if you let it. Continue standing in faith, continue standing in your power, continue standing in your authenticity, right? You're leaving your season of poverty, whether that's being financially poor, spiritually poor, romantically poor, right? And entering that season where your cup runneth over, where you have more than enough, right? Any bridges you had to burn, you had to release, you let go of, right? Anybody who was disloyal to you that you had to cut off, or you're going to cut off today because then you know that these individuals will stand between you and your blessings, right? The folks that you don't fully trust, let them. Their season in your life is over. Let it go. And this is a message we haven't posted yet, but we're going to post it later on this afternoon, right? People who are coming to apologize for wronging you, hear them out. Just don't dismiss them. And Spirit tells us this all the time. For those of us who are on a spiritual journey, for those of us who are on a path of enlightenment, who are trying to truly, not trying, striving, working towards reaching nirvana, right? To truly forgive those. It doesn't mean forgiveness doesn't mean we allow somebody back in our life. Forgiveness doesn't mean that whatever they did didn't happen. Forgiveness just means that we acknowledge it happened, and we're leaving it in the past. In this new season, the way your guides, the angels are planning it for you, you're going to be so busy adapting to this new level of success, of prosperity, of abundance, of peace, of happiness, that you really won't have time to even remember who did what, who hurt you, who wronged you. You will be living in a moment of gratitude that goes on and on and on and on. You will be living in a moment where you have so many things to be thankful for. You've forgotten all about the tears, all about the heartache. And even when it comes up, you're like, oh, that's water under the bridge. That happened. Yeah, it bothered me. Yeah, whatever, right? It won't have that deep impact that it once had on you. It won't have that hold that it once had on you. Whatever comes up, whoever comes up that is asking your forgiveness, give it. Even the ones that hurt you down to the bone marrow, even the ones that are responsible for the trauma that you have in your life. This is your moment, right? As we're under the energy still of releasing under the full moon in Capricorn, to forgive them, release it, and let it go. You know how they say, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. A lot of the people that even wronged you didn't know what they were doing at that time, right? We don't battle against flesh and blood. We battle against the powers and principalities, and that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Whatever comes up, deal with it, let it go, and move on. Much better is coming your way. Everything that was released, everything that was burned away, like the sage that's currently burning in the Grand Canyon. Shout out to Mother Earth doing her thing, right? Is making way for all of the good, all of the blessings, all of the joy, all of the answered prayers, miracles, blessings, everything you asked for, right? It made room for that to come into your life. That is your message. Let's see real quick what you guys are chit-chatting about. Hey, Momo. Hey, Lex. How are your nails? I need an update on the nails. Kim Divine, how are you? Grace, how are you? If you would like a reading, that information is in the bio. Tanya, how are you? Bonaparte. Ooh, I like that last name. Thank you, Bonaparte. Ooh, I like that last name. Thank you guys for the new follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Before we wrap up the live, any questions, comments? Hey, Amethyst Rose. Love you right back. It's been a minute since we've seen you. Joseph's from Chicago. Hi, Jen. Hi, Newhart. How are you guys? How are you guys? Before we wrap up, any questions, thoughts, feelings, concerns that came out during the reading? Anything you want to share with the collective that came out during the reading? And if you missed any part of it, hi, Sunny Boy. Hi, Morty. It will be posted on the YouTube channel. Hi, Seneca. They're growing nicely and getting stronger. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Keep doing what you're doing. Hi, honeybee. No biggie, right? Because we're going to post it on the YouTube channel as per usual. Now, I said we were going to go on for like 20 minutes, but the kiddos are running amok, right? They are, right? So if any questions, any feelings, any thoughts pop up after the reading that you want to share, definitely reach out to me. If you would like your own personal reading, you know where to go. This week's horoscopes are up on the Patreon, so make sure you check yours. Hi, Mars. Hi, Figure It Fit. What else? This is the last 10, 11 days for the 50% off, celebrating our 3-year anniversary of going live. Have an amazing Monday and start making preparations for the very things that you prayed for, because they're coming in. Honeybee, do we have a code? No code for the 50% off, right? It's 50% off select readings, mentorship, and coaching, but you also get your OG code, or if you have a personal coupon code, right? Because some of you do, you get that on top of it, right? And I see the whole Soul Tribe, well, most of the Soul Tribe, my OGs are here. It's always when I have like a limited amount of time, right? But the message will be posted. Please, 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 as we go through these transits, right? Neptune is retrograde. Saturn just went retrograde. Mercury's about to go retrograde. Uranus, I always have to think twice before I say that word, is in Gemini, right? So if you have any questions, do not, hey, Woogie, do not hesitate to reach out and ask, right? I'll eventually get back to you guys. Biggest thing is keep calm. Keep calm and stand in your energy unapologetically. Until we meet again, stay blessed.